my scaredy cats, my name is Kate from Scaredy Cat Gaming, and we're in a game called Lonepath. This is, of course, a demo, and this is about it's a mystery thriller. Sorry, apparently I cannot talk today. It's set in the 1940s, and it's revolving around a detective, Greenhill, who is in the pursuit of a serial killer, and you have to unravel clues of this mystery. And I saw this, and I thought, you know, this looks pretty dang cool. Let's try this out. So, and you guys know me, I love mystery stuff, so this was right up my alley. So, sorry for the, flamboyancy. But, not really flamboyancy, but, sorry for the weirdness, I should say. Alright, let's get started. Bella, and you are sure about this? Yes. Your husband visited her apartment 4 times this week, between 1900 and 1940, using public transportation, but he said he was doing night shifts at the office. Well, he clearly lied. I had my suspicions, but I still can't believe this. That's Snake! Excuse me, my daughter is currently trying to open my door. Stop it. Go away. I'm recording right now. I made sure to check, and it's his cousin. Wait, you mean? I do. She is. Then why would he hide something like that from me? I do believe from the shops that he visited that he was preparing for an occasion. Someone's birthday, or an anniversary, I reckon. Oh, so he hasn't forgotten about that. I assure you, there is no reason for concern. All that remains is to act surprised when he brings up the subject. If that's the case, I can put my mind at ease. Thank you for your help. Pleasure doing business. I shall send you the money next thing in the morning. This constant rain can really put a man down. I should listen to some music. No. Let's not do that because, I don't want to get copyrighted. Summer rains, you can never predict them. 2 more years and the city will look like Venice. I only read half of those. Human anatomy, physics, and science fiction. A decent enough selection. This camera is old as me. You are oh boy, you are skinny, man. I'd like to be that skinny, damn. Dusty old files containing robbery cases. Homicide and suicide files. Oh, kitty cat. Nothing fancy about the sofa. It's just comfortable. You'll sleep anywhere, won't you? I know what will fit the mood. Give me 1 second. 2 seconds? Where the heck is it? That was my favorite vinyl. Where did I put it? It must be around here somewhere. Oh, I remember. I had it here so that Andrews wouldn't borrow it again. I really don't want to get copyrighted, man. I'll probably just cut out the music. Delightful. Now I can finally pick up the book and kill some time. Good stuff. We're closed. Go away. Come in. I'm sorry for arriving on short notice, but I'm afraid this cannot wait. I can see that. Well, considering that it is pretty late. Would you like a cup of coffee while we discuss? I would rather prefer your advice. You are welcome to both. Now then, please take a seat. Would you like a cigarette? Oh, no thank you. But I don't smoke. Neither do I, but most clients need a puff or two in order to calm down. In any case, do recall in detail what we brought here, Miss Elsa Rouse. Recently I started to notice a man staring at my bedroom window whenever I had returned from work. At first I thought it was just a coincidence. It's a busy neighborhood, so there's no reason for concern. But yesterday I visited an old friend and stayed at her for a couple hours, until nighttime. While walking back home, I was really startled when I saw him in the distance, not following me. Mind you, he was just staring. He didn't approach me or anything, but it was just really unnerving. Now I make sure to avoid poorly lit streets just in case, but it's becoming really stressful. I don't want this to escalate any further just by brushing it off as another coincidence. I understand. It could be that you're overreacting. His activity doesn't seem threatening. I wouldn't have come here if I thought this wasn't serious. I tried going to the police, but the current situation, they are spread too thin and can't afford to send someone to check. Will you help me? I assure you, Miss Rouse, that this case will have my full attention. Right now, I would like to ask you some questions regarding this stalker. When did this all start? Where does he usually appear? Have you recently been in a relationship? Clearly you are not married, so have you been in a relationship lately? Oh, you notice I like a ring. I could see that far. I couldn't see that far, but judging by the fact that you arrived at my office lacking a companion in such a dire moment, I deducted that you live a solitary life, and the fact that when I called you miss, you did not correct me. That is true. I'm very busy with work for the past 3 years. Besides, I'm not that popular around the workplace. Anyone in particular that might have interest in you? Not that I know of. I usually focus on my work and keep to myself. Trying to gather enough money to start my own little shop. What do you have in mind? A donut shop. I always loved to bake, and I'm pretty good at it too, mind you. I'm sure the constables will be very pleased with your new business. You will have more cops there than a police station. Does that mean I will see you there too? I resigned from the force a long time ago. Nevertheless, I will give you a donut. Nevertheless, I will give you a discount. It's the least I can do. When did this... I didn't want to click on that again. I'm sorry. Just a second. There we go. When did this all start? I first noticed him 6 days ago. Did anything special happen that day or before that? Not really. I mean, a work colleague became a dad 2 weeks back. And the old lady that lives right below me lost her cat 8 days ago, I believe. But nothing changed in my today routine. Where does he usually appear? There's a bus station near my apartment that I use daily. He usually appears there after I come home from work. Every night? Every night? Yes. Looking straight at my window. He usually stays under the tree to avoid the rain. Come to think of it, I never saw him with an umbrella. Well, best place to hide is in plain sight. Does that mean he has experience? Or he's a slovenly amateur that lacks suitably and an umbrella. Oh, what does he wear? Just a raincoat, but he always sits in the dark, so I can't really see his face. Does he talk to someone or smoke? No talking, but sometimes smoking. Good, we're getting somewhere. Well, this should be fairly easy. I recommend going home and following your usual routine so the stalker won't get too suspicious. After a little while, I will arrive at your place. What happens if you don't find him? No worries. I will watch the apartment entrance for any shady figures. It may take a day or two, but at least you can sleep better at night. Have you ever seen anything like this before? Yes, but there's no reason to worry. Well, you can never be too careful, right? Thank you very much for your time. The rain is more violent now. Do you mind if I borrow your umbrella, Detective? Be my guest. Thank you. Now, you'll have to come by for a cup of coffee to get it back. We'll see about that. Stay safe, Miss Rouse. I will. Let's go see the... Well, now, aren't we persistent? Hello, Mr. Greenhill. This is Detective Bigo. We need you to come into the police station at once. This is urgent. We found something that might interest you. We'll be waiting. Before I go out, I should probably get the camera. 10 years ago, Andrews gifted me this haunted thing, saying that it never runs out of film. I'm not sure how, but he was right. Still to this day. But the things I saw, they can also be used as a light source. Newspaper pages, they contain clues for old cases. There used to be a staircase here that led to the attic, but it was sealed off. There used to be a staircase here that led to the attic. People call her Lady Bones. She's as old as the pyramids. Leave. I don't want to talk to her right now. Meet again. Oh, it autosaves. That's actually really helpful. There is a newspaper here. The ghost train. The train that was supposed to bring coal from the nearby town went missing 4 days ago, and the authorities have assembled a search party to track it and its workers down. Rumors about the mine being haunted started to surface, and it is believed that the train was abandoned in fear of these superstitions. The chief inspector has not commented on the matter. Lady Bones has 0 on her bills. She clearly lives on determination alone. Good evening, Mr. Greenwell. Hi, Jack. Have you heard any news? Nothing that is not too mundane. There was one lad that got scared when sleeping in that old theater. He said that the puppets were moving around the place. How can a grown man get started by some dolls? True, the place is old and squeaky, but better than the streets, I reckon. He went back after we all laughed at him. Greg and Johnny went too, so right now it's their turf. Or at least until the constables kick them out. Can you find out about El Rose? Is she the lady in the red that just left? That's her. Wait, no, sorry, wrong person. That's her. I will ask around, don't worry. Thanks. You can wait inside if you want. That's very generous, sir. But for now, this little drizzle won't do any harm. Are you working on a new case? Indeed, this job never gets old. Unlike us, you know what they say. If the police can't handle it, go to Greenwell. If the police can handle it, you should still go to Greenwell. Did they really say that? Probably. Not the exact words, but you understand my meaning. Lately, the law enforcement has been getting no rest. It's not as bad as 20 years ago, mind you, but I still wouldn't want to be in their shoes. Neither would I. I'll see you later. Keep safe! This car belongs to Andrews. Still better than nothing. This library is always open. Maybe I'll pay Andrews a visit a tad later. Is the other one my card? Where should I go? Oh no, I should have went to Miss Rue's first before I went to the police station. We're gonna go there. Better see what's the emergency. Dang it, because now she might be dead. Good to see you, detective. Where is everybody? Oh, they're out searching for that so-called creepy tall man. Any luck? Not yet. Hey, Elric. Good seeing you. So, what was the urgency? Yes, we were working on a case that is pretty freaky. I mean, the killer's methods are pretty freaky, so we want a fresh opinion. The chief will find you and fill you in the details. Lovely. Can't wait to see his face again. Glad you can make it, detective. Great. Why did you call me here? It's not my job to point fingers and laugh, but when I heard what pitiful cases are solving nowadays, I wanted to help out by giving you something decent. I'm sure you understand my concern. I understand you call me because you can't solve a decent case. Not surprising, considering your great track record. Hey, can we talk about this while we eat? Make quick, I'm kind of hungry. You want to eat while talking about the murder case? Okay. Maybe just a snack. We have a young female victim that was found disfigured. The time of the death was around 11 p.m. 3 a.m. There is no witness, nobody saw or heard anyone. We are still doing a search on her background and waiting for the autopsy. Just so you can understand how bad the scene was. One of our officers arrived there. Inspector Bigu gave up on his nighttime snacks. What a waste. So he asked for your expertise in the matter, if you can call it that. Back off, boy. Back off, boy. The only thing you ever caught was a cold, so don't you lecture me. I'll look into it for now. Chief, we have another one. This soon? Inspector, get your men there, right now. I want the police restricted. And make sure to keep an eye on reporters until I get there. Yes, sir. And you, make sure you don't go around talking about this case. Remember, it's confidential. A police car is waiting for you outside. It may take you to the crime scene. Get a move on. I knew they would arrest you sooner or later. That cat is cute. I don't want to go to the police car. I'm already here. Might as well look around. Fuck. The door is locked. The more popular he got, the more he started doing business with the Carlin crime family. They were keeping him out of jail. It won't budge. Not sure what happened next, but the paper said that he committed suicide in his hotel room. Ever since that guy died, the streets have been quiet. Okay. When he first started singing, this guy was the popular as a rock star. Kids loved him. Couldn't say the same about his parents. I did just look around. There's nothing left for me to do. Greetings, detective. I will inform the others of your arrival. What happened to you? We may be looking at a homicide, sir. Inspector Bagu is inside. You should go talk to him. Oh, now it's unlocked? House of Rose, apartment 2. The door was locked. How did you get in? I'll do the questioning later. We're glad to have you here, detective. You can go inside. Inspector Bagu is waiting for you, sir. He is in the next room. When did all this happen? As you reach towards the paper bag, you can feel the smell of blood emanating from the soaked bed. You slowly rise it, just a little, to peek underneath her, feeling flesh and bone. The skin is removed in an unprofessional manner, the expression being all tangled and twisted from the lake clouds. It's too eerily to know if the victim was alive during the skinning. She has no marks on her wrists or ankles, no purple skin, no stab wounds. Her clothes are all messed up, and she's placed like in a coffin. Her blood is coagulated. Rigor mortis hasn't kicked in yet, and the fact that I've seen her about 1 hour ago means that the murder committed recently. Am I missing something? A lot of the romance books. There is nothing missing from this jewel box. A wardrobe full of clothes. Nothing seems to be missing. I think I lost my appetite. I found a pie and some cookies in the kitchen that looked delicious. I'm going to test them for poison. You can never be too careful. I don't think poison was the cause of death here. Maybe her boyfriend drugged the food so she wouldn't be able to fight back. Just like the episode 12 when Marcus was trying to get past the security guard at the Monster Factory so he could get in his hands on the secret recipe. Spoilers. Judging by the fact that no valuables were stolen and the victim was mutilated, I think the culprit is her boyfriend. Or fiancé. Why do you say that? Well, the lock was not forced, so he clearly had a pair of keys. Nothing was stolen, so it wasn't a common burglar, and the victim was murdered in a gruesome way. Clearly the killer was driven by compulsion. Maybe she cheated on him, or she was trying to leave. These things happen all the time. I mean, last week in the... Oh, I don't care about the episode. I think I got an idea. Yeah, heartbreaking stuff. There was a guy in front of the building waiting for the rain to stop. He said that the only person to enter before we got here was a lady in a gorgeous red dress. Beside that, no one said anything suspicious. They just found the door wide open and the smoke kicked harder than the spiced food at McQuack. Thanks. Look at that, boys. This is the second time a victim was displayed like this. We may have a serial killer on our hands. Greenhill, you'll work with Inspector Bugger on this case. I want you to catch this sick bastard before another body shows up. Let's just hope you haven't lost your touch. Ah! No, that's the demo. Oh! God, I want to play more. Alright. Well, this was a good game. I really did enjoy this so much. It was fun. It was exciting. It was thrilling. It was everything I needed today. Alright, so I'm going to end this episode here. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, hit that like button. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, I'll put the links in the description below. Until next time, my scaredy cats. Bye-bye!